Terrorism's devastation of life will continue to spread. Peaceful societies will become engulfed by violence, and the futures of many generations will be sadly squandered. America is prepared to...
Guys, good morning. Once again, it's Lucky Drago here. Nagbabalik tayo na. At ang current location natin, nandito tayo ngayon sa Red Deer Flying J. Dito na ako nagpahinga mula nung nag-travel tayo from Oregon. Sa mga nakasunod sa video vlog natin, no? Dito na ako nagpahinga. At bukas ang ating delivery, mayroon pang pagkakataon para makapag-relax. Kaya ito, kagigising ko lang sa cellphone, nag-pop up yung mga nangyayari sa mundong ibabaw. Nakakatakot na guys ang panahon ngayon. So itong latest na balita, hindi ito yung nakikisaw-saw tayo because lahat concerned na ito, especially sa mga nasa Canada at nasa US, kasi yung pangyayaring gera from Iran at saka Israel, kasi ang Israel kasi is kalyado ng Amerika. Yun, binomba ng Amerika. Kung napanood nyo yung State of the Nation address ni President Trump, na binomba niya talaga, binomba niya ang Iran, yung tatlong facility na pagawaan ng nuclear nila, na wala man lang kadetect, hindi man lang na-detect yung kanilang US B-2 stealth bomber. Kumbaga lumipad yung US bomber, yung B-2 nila, papuntang Iran. Dinaanan yung mga ilang country na walang nakadetect. Grabing supremacy ng weapon ng Amerika, na binomba nila yung tatlong pagawaan. Tapos nakabalik sa Amerika yung nag-iisang USB-2 fighter jet ng Amerika, na masasabing yun na siguro yung pinaka most powerful at most tawag nito yung advanced na weapon ever created sa buong mundo, kasi hawak ng Amerika. Kaya pala America is leading, number 1 siya sa sa military at saka siyempre sa kayamanan. Ayun, nakakatakot ngayon guys ang pangyayari ngayon, kasi nasa Canada, Amerika tayo. Baka ang mangyari, gumanti yung mga kaalyado ng Iran, nandyan ang China, no? Nandyan ang Russia, which is magkatabi lang, magkakalapit lang yan eh. Canada, US, Russia, magkakadikit lang na bansa yan eh. Ay, nakakatakot. Baka biglang bombahin ng Amerika, no? Tapos ikaw nagdadrive ka ng truck at nandun ka sa highway ng Amerika, at naku po, bigla na lang sumabog o mag-obliterate yung karsadang tinatahak mo. Nako, nakakatakot na. Kaya iba na ngayon ang panahon guys, iba na. Kaya siguro kapag nag World War 3 buong mundo, baka babalik tayo sa sa unang panahon. Mga building, mga karsadan to, wala to. Parang yung pinapanood nating movie, no, sa TV na Back to Zero Age na sinasabi. Baka ganun lang mangyayari sa atin. Kapag nagkaroon ng nuclear war sa buong mundo, nakakatakot. Kaya minsan pinapanood ko yung mga press trump. Nako po. Tapos nakita ko yung USB to jet fighter nila, na invisible to radar. Grabe, no? Akalain mo yan, nalusutan niya lahat. Hindi mo alam, nandyan pala sa taas mo yung mga ganong klase ng mga jet fighter. Idadrop lang yung bomb, tapos aalis lang. Akala mo ibon lang, no? Lumilipad, tapos umutot lang. Binagsak lang yung wala kang kamalay-malay. Kasi invisible sa radar talaga eh. Hindi talaga nila nahuli sa radar eh. Paano makakaganti, kaya hindi talaga nakita. Talaga, grabe talaga yung technology ng technology ng Amerika. Nakakatakot na ang panahon ngayon, guys. Kaya minsan parang naisip ko, baka nga ito na nga yata yung simula ng World War 3. Sana hindi naman. Paano na lang kaya yung mga anak natin kung ganun? Kasi sila na talaga yung magiging niyan eh, magsasuffer niyan eh. Tayo, ilang taon na ako? 44 na ako. Kumbaga, ilang taon na lang bang tatagal ng buhay ko? Sabihin natin mga 65. 25 years. 20 years pa kasi 44 na ako ngayon. 65 years. Masaya na ako kung abutin ko yan. Yung mga anak natin na maliliit pa, sila magsasuffer. Nakakatakot na. Kasi sinimulan na ng US eh. Ipinakita na ng US yung talagang kakaibang armas nila na talagang hindi nakita sa buo ng ng sanlibutan. Tapos yung talumpati ni Press Trump. Pakinggan natin yung talumpati ni President Trump. Kasi ipinost ko sa Facebook ko yun eh. Kung nakasubaybay kayo sa Facebook ko, guys. Ito, pakinggan natin to. Hindi ko ipapakita ito, pero papakinggan lang natin sa sabi niya.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If there was fall.
Ayan guys, yung report ni President Trump, address nation after Iran strike, sabi niya rito sa Facebook. Magdasal tayo guys na sana maayos, magkaroon ng peace, kasi kung hindi talagang magkakaroon ng World War III at ang magsasuffer talaga yan yung mga anak natin. Tayo mga magulang, kumbaga sa ano, nakalahati na yung buhay natin eh. Like me, ilang taon na ako, 44 na ako. Ilang taon na lang ba ibubuhay ko? Pero yung mga anak natin ang kawawa. Sana hindi. Sinimulan na ng Amerika eh. Amerika eh, sila ang number 1 sa military. Kaya parang nakakatakot bumiyahe sa Amerika, tapos bigla na lang sasabog ang karsadang kinatahak mo. Gawa nga lang, siyempre ginantian na pala sila ng kalaban nila. Guys, ingat. Magdasal tayo na sana hindi matuloy-tuloy ang gera. Kasi gera na talaga to eh. Hudyat na to eh. Yan. Peace up guys. Bye bye. Yeah!
Lakai Tracker.